Welcome to ground control. I was able to complete my adjustments on the control rods on the servos and the control horns to get better resolution on the ailerons and more control deflection on the elevator. And so now I'll show you the test flight video with these adjustments. You'll notice in the video it takes me about 20-25 seconds to get used to the change in the control authority on the ailerons and on the elevator, especially when coming in for a landing with the elevator. But take a look at it, and I think I have the plane exactly where I want it now. The way that's flying, the way it's handling, and then we'll talk about what we're going to do to this plane when we come back. So see you out the field.
Okay, I'm back out here with the MinimumRC B-25 Mitchell bomber. Let's see if the adjustments that I have made are good or bad. And we've got 4 to 5 mile an hour wind out here this morning. Yeah, I think I've got a little better resolution in the ailerons. They're not as twitchy as they were. And I should have more throw in the elevator as well. Sweet. Like I said, I really love this little airframe. Sorry about the sun. It is early in the morning and it's only about 30 degrees out here. Isn't that cool? Yeah, MinimumRC did a great job on this. And I don't think my 1-cell battery likes the cold. Alright, we'll go a couple more circuits and bring it in because I'm at 100% throttle right now. Well, I was going to set it down then, but a little too fast. Let's try that again. Ooh, definitely. I definitely have more elevator in it now. Alright, last try. Oh, that was sweet. Yeah, I definitely have a good amount of elevator in now, and that was a nice smooth landing. So I am extremely happy with the adjustments I made to it.
Okay, so like I said, it took me about 20-25 seconds to get used to the difference in the control of the airframe. But and it took me 3 attempts to get it on the ground, because before I was pulling all the way back. I had full stick on the elevator and couldn't get it to flare. So when I was coming in the first 2 times, I was pulling too hard on the elevator with the additional deflection that I have on it now. And so now I have plenty of elevator, and then on the 3rd landing it was nice and smooth. I was able to flare just right coming in. And normally I cannot buy a landing like that, so I was extremely happy about that. It was cold out there. It was about 30 degrees. We had a 4 to 5 mile an hour wind. The winds were stiffer, about 20 feet up, which is why I was trying to keep it low to the ground during the entire flight. I have this plane now flying and handling exactly the way I want it to. So now I'll be publishing the tips video on the tips I have for the build process that'll make it a little bit easier for you. The center of gravity. I will measure all my control surface deflections and give you a recommendation for your maiden flight, and then also give you the deflection amount that I have on here currently. I think for your maiden flight, you're probably going to want to go with a little bit less deflection on the control surfaces than what I currently have. But great plane from MinimumRC. I want to thank them again for sending this for review. This is a fun plane. Now, with the 65mm props that I have on here, as you could see in the video, it pulls it through the air pretty well. But at the first half of the battery pack, first half of the flight, I'm cruising around about 80% throttle, and the second half of the flight, I've got the throttle pegged at 100%, which means there's no room for error. So I like to have my throttle setting for cruise speed at about 60-70% throttle, and that gives me an additional amount of thrust that's available if I need it to get out of trouble, plus the fact that it's windy here most of the time and you need a little more power to be able to push into the wind, especially with a plane that's this light. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I'm either going to put some larger brushed motors on this plane, or I'm going to put on a couple of 1102, 1103 brushless motors on this. I haven't decided which way I'm going to go yet. I've already done some thrust testing on an 1103. And the 1103 motors I have are about the same weight as the 720 brushed motor. So the only weight gain that I will have is from the Opto ESC that I'll put on here. It'll still be a 1S system, but I just haven't decided if I want to do that yet, or just put a couple of 8520 motors on there with the same prop, because I think it'll be able to spin them faster. But anyway, I'll let you know in the future, not too far off down the road, on what I did to put more power on this. So thanks for watching. Please give a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the air.